The final part of the neurological examination is looking for tremors, coordination and disturbance of gait. So we're going to start by just inspecting his arms and legs and seeing whether there's any evidence of a tremor, which there isn't. I'm going to ask you to sit up now for me, and I'm going to ask you to hold your arms out like that in front of you. And now we're looking for a postural tremor, and that's fine. And now I'm going to do finger-nose coordination, which tests the cerebellum. So I want you to touch your nose and touch my finger, back and forward between the two. Okay, and now the other one. And again, it's perfectly acceptable to move your hand around while this is happening. Good. And now the next stage, I'm going to look for the quality of his movement and the speed of his movements by getting him to do rapid alternating movements. So I want you to do that for me, quick as you can. That's excellent. And now the other one. Good. I'm going to get you to lie down again, and I'm going to test now heel-shin coordination, and I'm going to I want you to move your heel up and down your shin bone, quick as you can. That's excellent. And now the other one. That's good. Okay, we're now going to go and test your gait. So let's go down this way. And if you just stand there, what I want you to do is I want you to just walk normally towards the door, turn round, walk back to here. Good, and turn round again, go back towards the door and turn round. That's fine, and just stop. Now what I want you to do now is I want you to walk with your heel touching your toe. Excellent, good, and let's go back and sit down. Good, and that concludes the neurological examination. Thank you very much, Hugh.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Gait is a very important part of the neurological examination, and I'm going to demonstrate 3 different types of abnormal gait which are relatively common in neurological practice. The first one is what is called the hemiparetic gait, where the arm is flexed and the leg is stiff. And this, you can often hear the foot being dragged along the ground. And that gait is common not just after a stroke, or in spinal cord disease where there's weakness, but also in a kinetic Parkinson's disease when it just affects one side. The gait of more generalized Parkinson's disease is small stepping, both arms are turned in, and the body is usually hunched. And this would be a typical Parkinsonian gait. And there's often this poverty of facial expression, which is akinesia, which is lack of movement. And turning can be difficult. And the steps are very small. And the third variety is the ataxic gait, which is common in cerebellar disease, and this tends to be all over the place, and it's brought out on turning and on heel-toe walking, where people need to go out to the side to stop them. And the gait of this is characteristically broad-based to increase the centre of gravity. And that's all about abnormal gaits.